Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
Yo gang, how's it going? And welcome to another Photo Chats with Nats episode. My name is Natalie, but I think we've been seeing each other long enough now. It's been over a month, so you can call me Nats. It's fine. Thank you so much for joining me today, as I am talking about a topic that I am very passionate about. I am looking at film simulation recipes, and everybody who knows me will know that it is something that is very close to my heart. So I am very excited that you are here with me today and joining me to look at what I have to say about this. So today I want to give you an overview as to what recipes are in a nutshell, why I absolutely love them and love shooting with them, why I think you should use them, and I'll give you a few pointers to get you started in the wrong direction before I let you in on what's happening in my next show. So let's dive right in, shall we? So film simulation recipes, what are they? If you're new to the topic and you haven't heard about them, let me quickly give you an introduction. So really what it is, it describes that you set your camera up to give you settings for your JPEGs that, make your JPEGs look really good inside of your camera. So all the different settings will affect how the photograph comes out, that it looks like it is edited, although all of these processes have happened in camera. They often refer to an analog look. A lot of people who like or used to like shooting film and didn't enjoy a digital looking image have applied themselves and have created looks, presets, if you wish, for your cameras so that your JPEGs look as if they were taken on film. So they have a bit of a retro color, maybe they have extra grain, and look something like that out of, maybe a photo album that you know from your parents' times. And this is really where straight out of camera comes in. This is what you get your JPEGs looking like as they come out of your camera. That doesn't mean they are not edited, if you wish, but all the processing happens inside of the camera. So this is really what we're looking at, and you will have JPEGs that look like they have a look applied to them, and you can share them. And it is really very cool that we are able to do that these days. So why do I like them so particularly much? So in my case, I've shared with you my story before in a couple of episodes back where I was talking about my journey into SOC. I really came across them a couple of years ago now, and they really kindled in me, the enjoyment of taking photographs. It was really exciting for me. I love the process and everything that goes with it. And I'm really enthusiastic about it. This is why I, went on this long journey with a lot of things that came thereafter, which I can share with you later. But at the end of the day, it really started out a new process for me, and that's why I'm so excited about that. So you really get great looking JPEGs, and this is what I love so very much. I take a picture and the JPEG as it is in camera looks absolutely stunning. I love the way, the look and feel is. I love the fact that, I see before I take the picture what it will look like. And this is really, the biggest part of all of it. But that's not everything. Because I have these great looks that I get straight out of camera, it makes it easy for me to share images with whoever I've been taking photographs of, whether it is scenes like this or, different scenarios. I have more and more clients asking me to share images directly real time because, if I'm shooting at an event and there is a press release that needs to go out, people need those images straight away. And with having, the JPEGs look exactly the way I want to, I can instantly share them with whoever needs them. So not only is it, instantaneously that I can share my images, but I can also save a lot of time, because now I don't need to spend a lot of time editing, whether that is while I'm traveling or I'm taking photographs for clients. Like I said, people are in a great big hurry to get images because they need to push them out on social media, or they need to put them to the press. Time is of the essence. Life's gone a lot faster. So we need to get our images quicker out to our clients, and they really appreciate being able to get them straight away. And it takes out the stress of, making sure that the image looks exactly the way I intended to when I share it. This is not all, though, because we also, because we now shoot with all our settings inside the camera, we can make sure that all the images taken at one shoot are looking, the same. They have the same kind of color tones. They have, be it the same amount of grain and look and feel to the image. So if you are telling a story like I did with these sample images here that I'm showing for a blog that I wrote regarding a new coffee shop that opened. I took all these images, they all straight out of camera, and they look, the same. So it makes for good consistency inside of one story when you tell it, which is, a great big plus. On top of that, yes, there is even more. And what's really cool and exciting is that you can apply a certain film look. A lot of people that use recipes are looking for certain analog looks. And this image, for example, came from a commissioned piece that I wrote in a magazine where I, investigated and tried out a film recipe that was emulating a Fujicolor Pro 400H, a film stock that had been discontinued recently. And I, got good-looking JPEGs, straight out of camera. I didn't edit them, and they, have the quality of that look. Even though it's discontinued, you can still enjoy those kinds of qualities if this is, your kind of jam. If you're coming from the film days, it's definitely something that, is enjoyable. And I absolutely love the fact that I can experience film that I never shot. It is a wonderful creative process. So even though I am, taking a lot of settings into my camera, I apply all of those before I take the photograph. So I'm pre-conceptualizing what I'm wanting to shoot. So it's not that I just go out there and see what comes out the other side when I dial them some recipe that I feel like shooting. But I can really start with this process before I get started, and I will, get the result at the end once I've taken the picture. And then my creative process is complete, which is a very satisfying process, and it starts out with a very deliberate way of how you want your photographs to look. So yeah, that makes it extremely powerful, and it's one of the major points why I really enjoy shooting with recipes so very much. They make me think a lot more about the kinds of photographs that I want to take. And so why am I telling you this? Why should you use recipes? Why should you take certain looks and photograph with them? Well, they are very easily giving you great results straight out of camera because, they take away all the post-processing, and you can then just, focus on the process of taking the picture. So you can obviously still edit the photograph afterwards if you wish, but you don't have to, because a lot of the looks are taken into consideration before you take the photograph. So it's very liberating. It makes it very easy for you to get better results if you, are maybe a beginner hobbyist, and if you, like me, photograph for a living, you need to share something on the spot. It gives you the confidence that the photographs that you take look exactly the way you want them to on the spot. And if there's a client who says, well, could I have this picture straight away? There's no stressing about what it looks like. It also gives you a creative boost. I really enjoyed, all of a sudden thinking about all the different qualities that my JPEG should have and could have. And I just recommend that you dive into this because it gives you a different experience of how taking photographs could be, which is, a wonderful journey to go on. And it also frees you up. It gives you a lot more time to actually take pictures, to enjoy the photographic journey, rather than getting bogged down behind the computer and having to, download and edit your photographs before you're really happy with the look. It saves you storage space, it makes you faster, and it also takes away the pressure of having to invest in very expensive gear that you may need, any hardware or software that you need to process, the big files that we shoot with these days. And all of this can fall away, and you can merely focus on, taking your photographs and sharing them straight away. And, your family will be very happy because you have more time with them. You spend less of your pocket money on expensive camera processing equipment, and you can spend time on holiday with them and share pictures with them much faster. So if this isn't enough incentive for you to get you started, I rest my case. But if this sounds interesting to you, maybe you want to dive into it. And where can you start? Because it's such a vast field. I would recommend that you search online. There are a lot of people who create recipes or whatever it is that they may call it. They may call them presets, looks, whatever the different camera brands are that they're creating these presets, looks, recipes for. There is a lot out there, and the amount that is available is growing because it's becoming more and more popular for all the right reasons. So do a search and have a look, and you will come across something that you will like for whatever camera you shoot on. I'm very positive about that. You can also join groups online, be it Facebook, be it Flickr, whatever it is that, where you, what platform you're on these days. There are people who talk about those specific recipes, whatever brand it is that you're shooting with, and you can share them with like-minded, get more inspiration, and can get, a leg up to get you started in the right direction. And also, if you know me, this is no news, but if you're new here, I have a live show together with Richie Rush from Fuji X Weekly. So this is Fujifilm-based recipes, and we, look into recipes in depth. So, I invite you to join that show twice a month. We're kicking off on the 2nd of March. And he has an extensive blog. I'm sharing all those links in the comments, and I'll put them in the description as well, so you can, really, go out there and research and find whatever it is that you enjoy, suitable for whatever camera brand you are shooting on. And I hope you get started, because it is a really enjoyable process and will give you beautiful JPEGs. If there are any questions, please don't hold back. You are always welcome to ask me, whether it is now during the live or if you are looking at this video as a recording. You can always ask me questions, reach out either in the comments or in any other which way you would like to get hold of me. And I have, my contact details and links also in the description. So you know how to reach me if there is anything in addition that you would like to find out. Or maybe there is another topic or something more specific that you would like me to speak about. So, hit me up, let me know, and I will take a look to, chat about this in one of my upcoming episodes. In my next show, I will be looking at the phenomenon on why the Fujifilm X100 series has become so very popular. So if this is something that you'd be interested in, join me again next Friday, and let's see if we can shed some light onto this mystery. So if you've made it up until here, thank you so much for joining me today and for watching my video. If you would like to see more of this, make sure that you subscribe. I would appreciate it very much so that you can keep in the loop with what's happening on this channel. And this is it for today. I will see you again next Friday, 9 o'clock, same time, same place, where I will talk about, more Fujifilm stuff. And I can't wait to see you again. I hope you have a wonderful Friday and a very enjoyable weekend. And I will see you then. Keep well, take lots of photographs, and until then, goodbye for now.